So 1 or 2 pointers on how to hit the ball out of the heavy rough. As you can see, the ball's pretty deep down in this rough and it's quite wet at the moment. We'll come to that in a moment. But it's pretty deep down and there's a few leaves lying around it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the leaves away. One so I can see the ball a little more clearly, and the other one so we don't get any debris in between club face and ball. And that's the key here. We want to try and hit this ball first before anything else hits the club face. And we can change 1 or 2 things in our setup and our club selection to help that. One is take a more lofted club, not just because that's going to hit the ball higher in the air, but also because it's a shorter shaft and therefore the swing is steeper. That means the club's coming down more steeply into the back of the ball, and hopefully that means it won't hit as much grass. We can make it steeper still by holding the club further down the grip, and we can make it steeper again by putting the ball back in our stance. That means the club's still on its way down as it's attacking the back of the ball, rather than as it's flattening out or even as it's coming up. And we do really want to make sure we don't hit grass before ball. Now, going back to whether the grass is wet or not, anything you do in wet grass is more exaggerated. The grass holds water. It's going to be a really heavy hit if we're playing out of wet grass, even worse than if it's just dry, tangly grass. So we're going to have to hold this club pretty hard. I'm going to have a little look and see where we're going and give this a go. So shorter club, we've made it shorter still. Going to put it back in the stance, and I'm going to hold this pretty hard, pretty tight, and see if we can get this moving. And we've just about managed to sneak that on the green somehow, not quite sure how. But just to reiterate, set up, club selection, and don't be too ambitious. Pick out a club lofted enough to get you out and back in play.